thank you for joining us. I'm not sure if you've been with us all day and have enjoyed some of our live virtual sessions, or whether or not you've been watching our streaming content. If so, then thank you very much for coming. And also, if you haven't had an opportunity to catch up on any of those sessions, you'll be able to join us next week on our STEMtastic website to view any of the video content, so that you can find out a little bit more about all of the fantastic STEM careers, and also take an opportunity to take part in some of those interactive activities as well. So there's lots of fun experiments to enjoy. Alongside our live content today, we've also had a huge array of different pre-recorded materials made from companies such as BT and Rolls-Royce and Treats. So please do take an opportunity to have a look at those as well over the summer. Now, so today, for this particular session, we're going to be announcing our winners for our STEM challenge. So before I do that, some of you may not know what our STEM challenge was, so I'm just going to outline a little bit about what we posed for everybody to do. And then I'm going to introduce you to our judges today. So our STEM challenge was to make a model of your favourite molecule. We had an array of fantastic models. I'm sure all the judges will agree. We had real difficulty in deciding winners for each of the different categories. And alongside the model, we also asked you to explain, either in the written form or as a video, why you loved your molecule so much, why it was so important. So before I go into looking at some of the different examples of the molecules that people made, I'm going to show you a little gallery of those entries, and then obviously do the announcement for the winners. But before that, I'm going to introduce you to the judges. So we have Carol Fletcher from BT, we have Holly from Treats, and we also have Emma from Abbey Gate. So I'm going to let Carol start and just introduce yourself.
Thanks, Nadine. So hi, everyone. I'm Carol Fletcher from BT. So my role at BT, I work in Adastral Park, which is our R&D headquarters, which is in Suffolk. And me and my team, we run our relationships with universities. So we do research in collaboration with over 30 universities, not just in the UK, but beyond. And we also do a lot of work with schools in East Anglia, but now increasingly a bit further afield, doing sort of STEM outreach and STEM activities to sort of enrich the curriculum. And hopefully some of you might have seen some of the content we've produced today for STEMtastic, and we've got some great plans to produce more of that over the summer.
And Holly?
Hi, I'm Holly Abel. I work at Treat and I'm an innovation scientist. We also do a lot of outreach to schools and colleges in Suffolk, and sometimes a little bit further afield. Things like guess the smell, guess what's in the box, exciting sensory things like that.
Thanks. And Emma?
Hi, I'm Emma Tunstall. I'm Head of STEM faculty at Abbey Gate Sixth Form College. I am a chemistry teacher and have been for about 15 years. I mainly teach A-level chemistry, being at a sixth form college, but I have taught for many years all ages across secondary, and I've done a lot of outreach work with primary schools and been involved in many STEM festivals in the past. I also do teacher CPD for chemistry teaching, so yeah, it's been a fantastic response to this competition. The amazing molecules, as I'm sure Nadine is about to show you.
Thank you. Right, so I'm going to share with you, hopefully, my screen, because I have made a little gallery of the different images that people sent in, so that I can share those with you. So making a model competition was, we set it as 3 different categories. So primary school, so Key Stage 1 and 2. And then Key Stage 3, and then a Key Stage 4/Key Stage 5 category. So taking into account, obviously, that people's journey in terms of their understanding of molecules is all going to be slightly different, because obviously it would be a bit unfair. But to be fair, when we had our array of different solutions to this problem all in my inbox, I was really taken aback with the different models that people had made, and their explanations of them were fantastic. So we've got here our image of adrenaline and theobromine I particularly liked. I'm not sure about you, Emma. I think we both had a real love for the theobromine, made out of chocolate.
Yeah, the molecule of chocolate made out of chocolate. What a brilliant idea.
Yeah, it was fantastic, very novel approach. And then a lovely image and model of lipids. And this one here is salicin, so the chemical found, or precursor to aspirin, found in willow bark. So have a look at that one. And then we also had an entrance for ethanol. And this one, I think, was very interesting because obviously when we looked at it, you sort of initially think, well, ethanol, we might drink ethanol, but actually the explanation that the student put forward for this one was so important because obviously it's the component part of our hand sanitizers at the moment. So really relevant to today's issues that we're facing. And then I'm sure lots of people might recognize the molecule here on the right, which is DNA. And we had lots of sugar molecules entered. So this was just one of the sugar. So I can see that probably in lockdown, people are being soothed by sugar at the moment. So that was a topical one. And we had a few water molecules as well. This was a lovely water molecule. We had ammonia with the marshmallows and another glucose molecule, as you can see. And then here we have Buckminster fullerene. So this must have taken this young person a very long time to make. The video made it look much shorter, but actually I believe it must have taken a good amount of time to make that, and a fantastic job. And then here we have another glucose, which we liked because of the magnets, didn't we, Emma? Do you want to explain that one a little bit more?
Yeah, I think when people use mods, they get quite... It's quite difficult to see covalent bonding. We always think about it being the shared pair of electrons, but actually it is an electrostatic attraction. You've got there's a positive atoms that are attracted to the electrons in the bond. So I actually found the idea that the magnetic bonds between them actually are almost more close to what's really happening on a molecular level and how the bonding actually works. So I did like that was done with the magnets.
Yeah, it's lovely. And then we had salbutamol as well. So we actually had a conversation about salbutamol here today and how important it was. So that was a fantastic entry. And sodium chloride, you can see here, which is found in our salt. And then this one I wanted to give a special mention to. This one came in from Theo, and unfortunately that landed in our inbox a little bit too late. It happened after we'd already done the judging, but I did want to make a special mention for Theo. So thank you for sending that in, and I hope you enjoyed making your molecule and doing your explanation and your research. That's what really touched me through all of this, actually, the amount of time that the students had taken obviously working on their molecules and actually doing some research behind it. It was really well thought out. So that takes me to the all-important decisions that we had to come to. It was very difficult. We deliberated at great length, and there was great discussion over the different winners. I'm going to start with Key Stage 2. The Key Stage 1, Key Stage 2, the primary. So I'm going to start with third prizes. I say prizes because we could not decide, could we? We were finding that one very, very difficult. So our third prize is, we have 4. We just couldn't decide. So our third prize is going to be for ethanol, which was Isaac. So there you go. Theobromine, Brodie Nicholson. Adrenaline, for Miss Davy, glucose for Joe Lewis. We particularly liked Joe's explanation. He was so enthusiastic about the glucose molecule that we just fell in love with that one. So the third prize winners will all receive a set of top trumps, science top trumps, something to keep you going over the summer to have fun with your family. And then our second prize. So our second prize goes to Freya Dale for her entry of the lipids molecule. We were particularly touched by the personal relationship I think she had with that particular molecule. As we found with quite a few of the entries, there was a personal element to it. They were very relevant and topical, and we particularly liked that part of her molecule. And then first prize for the primary entries goes to Erin Hopps, who produced the video and the molecule for salicin. And I think for that one, I don't know about the other judges, but I particularly, I thought the video was fantastic. Her explanation was very well thought out. And the bonds that she used for the salicin molecule were made out of the willow bark, which I thought was very novel and really well thought out. So well done to all of those winners. Oh, I should just say what your prizes are. So for the second prize, we have a lovely periodic table book, and you also get a set of the top trump cards as well, so you'll be able to have a look at those. And then for the first prize, you also get the book and your elements top trumps, but you also get a chemistry set to play with over the summer. Well done to all of those. So that brings me to the Key Stage 3 category. So that one was also really, really difficult. We found the standard was second to none. Quite frankly, they could have been GCSE A-level entries, in my opinion, especially with the explanations. And again, I'm going to start with the third prize. We have a third prize entry, and that goes to Tanmaya Ramachandran, who produced the molecule or the model of DNA, which was absolutely fantastic, really well thought out. And again, you will receive a set of top trumps through the post shortly. Then our second prize goes to Lydia Roberts for her her model of sodium chloride. So that was a fantastic entry, particularly the video explanation was really well thought out and explained. The articulation was really clear. And for the second prize, you also get a Robert Winston chemistry book, and again, a set of the top trump cards. And then first prize, drum rolls, goes to Lily Saunders for her Buckminster fullerene molecule. As I said, when we looked at the gallery of the photos, that must have taken an extremely long amount of time to make. And again, the video and the accompanying explanation that came with that, again, was very detailed and really sold the molecule to us. So well done. And you will also receive your chemistry sets and your book and cards to play with your family and those over the summer. Then that leaves us with the very last category, which was our older category, and that we only have one prize to give for that one. We didn't see so many entries for that one. And so the prize winner for the Key Stage 4-5 level goes to Devanti with the entry of salbutamol. And you will receive shortly in the post your periodic table book. So this one's a nice detailed book of the elements, hopefully take you through your studies to A-level, and also a molymod set, so you can build some more molecules and more models of compounds at home and hopefully help you with your studies further. So, I mean, that just takes me then to the end of our STEMtastic Live event today. And I just want to say thank you to our judges for giving up their time over the last week to have a look at the entries. And I want to say thank you to everybody that's joined us today. And I particularly want to say thank you to all of our companies that have supported this event. And again, I will repeat that all of our sessions have been recorded. So if you've missed any of the sessions and you want to revisit them over the summer holidays, then come back to STEMtastic website and you'll be able to find all of the recorded content there. So thank you very much. All of the winners, I'll be in contact shortly to find out your addresses so that I can send you your prizes. But thank you ever so much to everybody for joining us. I hope you have a safe and wonderful summer. Bye.